Armstrong. He's similar to Bryce Perkins from 2 years ago in that he does present that dual threat ability. As you've been looking at tape and preparing this week, what's most difficult that you see out of him preparing for this weekend?
What's
kind of the most difficult thing in trying to defend against a dual threat quarterback like that can run as well as get the ball down the field?
Just trying to make sure that we keep him in a cage. With him, he's more of a run threat than he is a pass threat. So with that being said, we just got to make sure we keep a good cage on him and keep him contained.
Gibby, what you got?
Yeah, Tanner, Coach, I'm finishing up a story that I want to finish up today. Coach talked about the fact that he was unhappy with the way you guys practiced leading up to the Virginia Tech game. Some of you players took ownership after that. What is it like to call up? Obviously, you're an upperclassman. What is it like for you to call out a player when he's not practicing as he should? And how do players respond to that?
So over the off season, we did the program, and we had a few military guys come in, and they really taught us like how to deal with adversity and just how to be a team. So coming into the season, calling people out and stuff, it's not as challenging as it would be last year because people are more open to it, people are more accepting. So when calling someone out, it's just part of the normal routine now. Like we just holding each other accountable.
But guys have pride. They don't want to hear that. But it sounds like they know that it's for their best when they do get called out. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. To be a part of the team, you got to put your pride aside regardless. So, I'm sure like the program, it really helped us learn like just how to work as a unit and that it's okay to get called out and just to be coachable.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Jonas.
Hey, Tanner, I really appreciate you taking the time and joining us today. I want to ask again about UVA. They have a couple of big targets. They have a 6'7" tight end, a 6'7" wide receiver. How do you prepare to defend it? How do you simulate that in practice with those guys with that size? And how do you kind of, defend that kind of length playing receiver and tight end?
Honestly, it's just all about we've been stressing our technique a lot of practice just because with bigger bodies you have to play with better technique just in order to play through the hands and all that types of stuff. So we really just got to make sure we get our hands on them and slow them down at the line of scrimmage.
Do you guys have somebody in practice who can kind of simulate that? I know Kerry's 6'7", he plays tight end, but do you guys have a receiver to kind of similar to that size you can practice against?
Our receivers are just as capable as him. So just going against our receivers, that's good enough practice in itself.
And then my last question, you guys have big corners. Malik is 6'4", Shaheem is 6'2" or 6'3". How much does that kind of help kind of go up against those big bodies on the boundary?
It's great. It's great to have a big body out there just to match up with these bigger receivers.
Gibby, you have something else?
Yeah, Tanner, what's this 3-game road swing been like for you guys? 3 straight road games, and it's never easy to win on the road, but how taxing, demanding has this 3-game stretch been for you guys?
Taxing so much. Especially with COVID now and it not being so many fans in stadiums, honestly, just traveling is just the same as being home. It's just, you go out there and you play football.
And confidence-wise now, coming off that road win, how much confidence does that give you guys going into this week's game?
It's built our confidence a lot, just coming. Honestly, like as a team, we've grown and we've built confidence just through what we do in practice. So week by week, like last week, the practice that we had built our confidence up for that game. So this week, we've had a good week of practice this week. So we've already built our confidence up going into this game. And
one final question. We're going to hear from Shaheem here in a second. What have you seen in him as he's progressed, local kid? What have you seen in Shaheem that you like about him as he's progressed?
Shaheem, he's very coachable, and Shaheem, he's a really, really, really hard worker. I don't really know anyone who works harder than that man right there. So he comes into the Murph every day. He's ready to work, and he just learns and he listens. And when he get on the field, it shows. He's just got better day by day since he's been out here, and it's grown. And his coverage has got a lot better, and he's more physical at the line. So Shaheem, Shaheem's a guy who comes in and he just tries to get better every single day. So, that's what I love about him the most.
Thanks, Tanner.
No problem.
Jonas, you have another one?
Yeah, I want to ask you about another one of your teammates in the secondary. Coach said that Malik Dunbar played his best game since he's been at State last weekend. Looking back at film, what did you see that he did so well for Coach to give him that high praise?
I mean, you know, Malik finally honestly just came out of shell. You know, he's more he was just more comfortable on the field, and it showed. He made big plays. He made good tackles. He was well in coverage the whole game. So I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than that.
Brett.
Tanner, what do you think? What kind of statement do you think that your performance last week, coming back from the cramps and from all the injuries that you've had, and leading the team in tackles and making the play on the last play of the game, what kind of statement did that make to your teammates as a leader?
I mean, honestly, I'm really not sure. Just I felt bad, honestly, going down that many times. But as far as a statement, I feel like, I mean, that's just what they expect out of every one of us, you know. That's what we expect out of each other. So I mean, as far as a statement, I don't really feel like I made any type of statement. It's just once you go down, we expect you to get up and try as hard as you can to finish the game.
As a leader, though, do you think that kind of set an example?
I mean, yes, sir. I believe so. Yes.
Thanks, Tanner.
No problem.
Does anybody else have anything for Tanner? Going once, going twice. All right. Thanks, Tanner.
All right, no problem.